I'm in vacation mode, and you should be too. What's vacation mode and why you should be in it? I dive into that in this lesson right now. You don't want to miss this because vacation mode feels so good. Hey guys, I'm Gwendolyn. I'm the content creator's best friend. I'm here to simplify content creation for you so that you can get back to what's most important in your business or brand. Today, we're talking all about vacation mode, what it is, and why you should be motivated to get to it. But first, if you are enjoying this content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so that you can be the first to see what I've got coming out for you next. Vacation mode is going to be amazing and life-changing for anyone who gets into it. And maybe you're already there. So if you think you're in vacation mode, let me know in the comments below. First, I'm going to be talking about what vacation mode is in the first place. And then I'm also going to talk about why you should want to stay in vacation mode. It's going to be pretty obvious once you learn what it is. So what is vacation mode? Well, vacation mode is a term that I use in my courses and business and all my free content. So if you don't know what it is yet, it's basically having a full bank of content ready to be drip released weekly on whatever platform. It doesn't matter what it is: podcast, blog, recorded video, or live video. Basically, you have enough of content built up to where it can be drip released. And I like to say it needs to be at least 2 to 3 months. So I have 3 months worth of content built up, and I have the rest outsourced for other platforms. So all I have to do is basically create 1 month's worth of content to keep that 3 months worth of content stuck. If this is not making sense, don't worry, I'm going to explain it all real soon. So while someone is in vacation mode, you only have to create your main content and enough 3 months worth to stay in vacation mode. And as that content is dripped weekly, you obviously need to keep creating, but you don't have to create that much anymore. You only need to create 1 month's worth of content, which for me is 4, maybe 5 videos in 1 month. So I am able to stay in vacation mode with less than 2 hours of work a month. And I don't create any more content for the month. I am free to stay in vacation mode, which is this nice little breeze, or I can get into what I like to call beast mode and start writing a book, making a course, pitching myself for podcasts, those types of things. That's beast mode. And still never let my content miss a beat. So no one on my YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, or my email list knows that I'm working on something different because they're not seeing any interruption in their normal content from me. I hope that that makes sense. That's basically the basics of vacation mode. So if you are not in vacation mode, let me know in the comments below. Do you want to be in vacation mode? Do you want to understand how? I'll go into deeper in another video on how to get into vacation mode. However, I want to talk to you about the motivation of why you want to stay in vacation mode. I had a hard time getting into vacation mode, and then I would easily fall out because I wasn't keeping up with reproducing more for my content bank. So the motivation is really what kept me there. And here are the top 3 motivations for staying in vacation mode. Your number 1 motivation for staying in vacation mode is really that the effort to stay in vacation mode is so minimal, and it's so much less than actually having to get back into vacation. Like I said, I now only have to create enough for 1 month's worth of content instead of 3 months worth. And I still have that nice buffer to where I can go on vacation and I can be available for emergencies with my family. I can take on more clients. I can take on more work projects. I can take on a project like writing a book. And nothing is going to be interrupted because I only need 1 batch day a month in order to create enough content for the next month's worth of content. Number 2, you can take on more revenue generating things in your business, whether that be more clients or creating more digital products or even physical products so that you can make more money. If you are not having to actually physically be there to produce content, then your time is freed up to take on more clients. And I definitely got to this place as a service provider where I was like, well, I'll make more money. There's no return on investment of creating content today. So I'll wait until I have the inspiration hits. Honestly, guys, nothing can compare to taking on a new client while also having my content going out all the time without any effort from me. So I was still getting leads, but I didn't actually physically have to be there going to get the leads. I was being strategic with my content for the first time, and I was doing it really far in advance because they were batched early on and repurposed appropriately to multiple platforms. So I was reaching a wider audience with very little effort. And so my motivation to stay in that place was really that I was able to make more money. So when I got to that point where I was in a continuous vacation mode, I was like, now's the time to create my membership and create a course because I have the time to create a course. My content's just going out for me all the time, and I'm on this really nice cycle. So I didn't want to break that cycle and lose the momentum that I was gaining from having content out there continuously. So that was my motivation number 2 for staying in vacation mode. Number 3, I touched on this just a little bit, but being available for emergencies and even actually taking a vacation while you're on vacation mode. I got into a place with my content where I stopped creating content altogether for 6 months. You can see the break in my YouTube channel, and I archived my group, and my Instagram was a joke. So I stopped altogether. And part of the reason was my personal life kind of blew up at me. We were moving a lot. Then we had 2 deaths in the family that I had to travel for funerals, and just the emotional side of that. I also have 2 kids that were not school aged, not even preschool age. So I had no childcare. So keeping up with the content creation was impossible. So my motivation for staying in vacation mode and actually getting to that one batch day a month where that's all I had to do was so strong because I'd been in that place before where I wasn't available for emergencies. I would go to an emergency and realize I had already promised my audience another video that never came out. Or I promised my group that I would show up for them on a live, and I had to be there for a sister's surgery or something. So I was doing it from the waiting room. I literally did a live from the waiting room at my sister's eye surgery because I had promised something and there was an emergency that I had to be available for, and I wanted to show up for everyone. Never again, guys. I am so set for emergencies, but also I have signed up for many, many conferences this year that I know that I can go to, and there's not going to be any interruption for anyone on any of my platforms that are consuming my content anywhere, because I am so prepared so far in advance for all those vacations, all those travel, and all those conferences that I'll be going to this year. If you're going to a conference, let me know below because I might see you there. That would be super cool. Let me know where you're going this year. All I want you to know is vacation mode is so worth the effort to get into it and to stay in it, because the effort is it's far less to stay in vacation mode than it is to get into vacation mode. So your motivation to stay there should be super strong. For me, these are the 3 things that really keep me in vacation mode and keep me producing every month to stay in that vacation mode so that you guys get the value you need from me weekly, and you know that I'm here for you all the time. It frees me up to be in a place where I can communicate better with you. I can have more DM conversations, more conversations and comments, and I am more available to people to actually have those one-on-one conversations because I'm not having to create the content that day as well, or think about what topic I should talk about. It's very strategic. It's wrapped around so many goals, not just one vanity metric goal. There's goals in my business that have to do with why I'm doing this video right now. There's goals in my collaborations that I create content around. There's goals in who I want to reach, particularly what target audience I want to hit. So everything I do is strategic, and I do it so far in advance that I'm able to be available for you. That's the whole point. The reason for everything is so I can be available to you, just you. And I mean that. If you want to hit me up on Instagram and send me a DM and you have a question, I will respond. So that's why I'm here. I'm here for you. And the reason is I've been there before. This sucks. Creating content is hard when you have real life going on and you have real clients who are paying you. And you get to the point where your content is the last thing on the list. So I promise you, vacation mode is your answer, and staying in it is so worth it. I want to help you get into vacation mode. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And we're going to get you there this year. This is the year you don't have to worry about content and you just grow. Let me know where I can follow you, and I'll see you guys right here next week.